This is how I find my camping spots. Not that I'm recommending anyone do this sort of thing. Please don't. Oh, my bits. You wouldn't want to fall backwards down there. Hello, welcome back. Just out looking for a few camping spots this morning. As soon as I came in, I saw 2 deer just in among the trees. So that was pretty cool. That tree there, to that tree there. And I'd have a little view out there if the clouds weren't down. I think the best idea is to come back, camp at that spot, and while I'm here, have a little wander up there and try to find a few more spots. I think that's the most efficient use of my time. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would look at this landscape here and think, nah, you can't camp there. So I went from that tree there to one of those trees there. It's a fairly big gap and the ground is shocking. But that could be an even better spot than the other one. And like, look at the foliage and the moss and the whole lot. It'd be lovely, you know. And even that there, the little mound, that'd be like a little seat. Okay, so I was just gonna wander down here, but I just heard a gunshot. That's apparently where they are down there, so I'm not gonna go down there at the moment. I don't want to be in the line of fire. I've just found the water source that I've seen on the map. So the plan is to follow this down and see if there's any nice camping spots alongside it or close by, because it'd be nice to have that, you know. I wouldn't have to carry any water in. Okay, ooh, my foot is gone. I think I've reached a bit of a dead end here. Unless I can get through just there, I might be able to scurry my way, but it looks like it's getting fairly steep. I'm gonna get smacked in the face here now in a minute. That was very graceful, wasn't it? Oh, let's keep going. So the stream is just flowing down through those trees there. So it's not ideal now. You see the trail? That's the deer leading me very, very astray. I think they're trying to cod me here. I have to remember they're a lot more nimble than I am. Ooh, there's a big drop there, about 15-20 foot. I'll go up here instead, might be a bit safer. Woo. Oh, just... Oh, it's very wet. All the grass is soaking my trousers. Oh, this is pretty cool in here. Oh yeah, this is deadly. Look at this. Huh? Definitely a spot for a hammock. Actually, you could probably get a bivvy here. You can get a bivvy down there. So that's the water source. Because this is so far in off the beaten track, I'm going to pinpoint it on Google Maps, if Google Maps can find me. it's searching for me. And I just mark it as hammock. Just so I know when I'm looking at camping spots on my phone that that's a hammock spot. I'm not going to hang around here, but it's definitely a spot to come back to. This looks like a nice little spot for a hammock as well. Delighted I got a hammock, and I actually like it because it's opening up a whole world of possibilities here. There's no way you'd get a tent down up here. Like, I haven't seen one boot print, which I'm not surprised about. In places like this, you just wouldn't see boot prints. It'd be very, very rare. Even hunters wouldn't come out this far, because if they did fell a deer, they'd have to carry it back out again. So they're not going to come in this far. So this is what I'm dealing with. I have about 15-20 foot drop there. I'm going to try and make my way over here and head up to the tree line up there, because it's just getting too steep going down. I won't find any camping spots. Like a mountain goat. Ooh, yeah. Whew. You wouldn't want to fall backwards down there. Holy moly. I'm trying to be as gentle as possible. I don't want to be wrecking the place. It's not the easiest woodland to get around in, but it's definitely the most kind of magical looking woodland that I've been in, I'd say. I keep checking all the tracks, just checking for boot prints really, just to see if any other lunatic has come down this way. Ooh, that was a big hole. The other side looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Foot slipped. Oh yeah. Trekking pole is essential. Saved me a lot of pain at this point. I've definitely reached a dead end. There's massive trees down the whole way down to the bottom, as far as I can see anyway. So there's no point trying to clamber over them. I'm just gonna scurry my way back the way I can. Try and make my way across that stream. And then I'll just figure it out. Go with the flow, as I say. After me just thinking there was no signs of life up here. I've been up here a very, very long time. And it was just sticking up in the ground, just like that. Oh, there's the handle off it. Huh. I just heard 2 more gunshots. I doubt the mic picked it up, but it sounded way off in the distance. So, what can you say? Huh? I'm going to take these over here though. I'm just very wary of which way the fork is going to be pointing. I don't want to fall back on it. If you think that was left up here when these trees were planted, it was possibly leaning up against this tree, which is gigantic, probably 30 or 40 years old. Some lad just forgot his fork one day. That was not good. Especially with a big spike in my back. That's where I slipped, look. Just there. My trekking pole is down there. That wasn't good. That could have been a lot worse, because I still have a fair bit to go. I'm just happy I stopped. I did choose that spot to come down because the tree was there and I was able to stop myself. I don't know what I grabbed, to be honest. But yeah, this is going to be dodgy now. Just take my time. Oh, I lost the handle actually. I think I saw the handle falling out. Oh, there it is. You know what, actually I'm going to put the clip around, just in case I do fall again. The bag is destroyed. The joys of it. This is how I find my camping spots in the woods. It's not the easiest way. Ooh. Definitely not the best route to come down here. Bit of grass in the eye there. I made it not unscathed, but I made it. And my plan is to try and cross if I can and head up the other side, which is probably going to be just as bad as what I just came down. Whoops. It's always safer to just put your foot into the water instead of trying to stand on them slippery rocks. Not that I'm recommending anyone do this sort of thing. Please don't. Just tune in and watch me ramble around in here and nearly break my neck. Ooh. I'm not sure if you'll make out just how steep that side is. But looking at it from here, that wasn't the wisest move. And now I have to try to get up this side, which looks equally as bad. But yeah, let's see what happens. Ooh. How am I going to get through this loch? Right, I think if I can make it through there somehow. It looks like it's into the woods then, so it should be alright. This isn't going to be easy though. Right, this way. Don't even know if I'll fit through there. Have to give it a bash, I suppose. Don't have too many options. All my bits. Oh. Oh. Yes. Ooh. Oh yes. Happy days. No matter how hard it is for me to get through here, I always see deer trails. They're just so well adapted for these sort of locations. Oh, nearly fell. It'd be definitely worth coming back here now. There's so many spots here you could get a hammock up. I'm not out looking for hammock spots though, that's the thing. I'm looking for camping spots, anything I can find, but the main reason I'm here is to find a spot to put down a tent. But all I'm finding is hammock spots. Oh, here's another water source. A very nice looking one too. I'm going to mark this location because I would happily spend a night here. I'll obviously try and come down a safer way. I'll come down on this side. But this is beautiful. I'm going to mark this. Before I do, look at this. Someone has been here before. There's no way they're stood there by themselves. I don't see any scorch marks or anything. That's weird. That is weird. No other evidence of anyone. Oh, there is evidence, look. There's a few cut up sticks there. But whoever was here a very, very long time ago. That's pretty cool now, I have to say. I don't really, I like when I don't see evidence of people being out here. But just to know that there was someone here enjoying a night out in the woods is pretty cool. If it was clear out there, you'd definitely have a bit of a view to look at. It wouldn't be much, but a nice starry sky on a frosty night. Oh baby. Right, let's carry on. Water source, handy to know. I just came up out of the woods, bumped into a hunter that was walking past, and he said, "How long have you been up here?" I was like, I'm up here a while now, He said, "Did you not see the signs on the way in?" I said, "What signs?" So they obviously have signs on the entrance to the trail that I didn't see. And yeah, he basically just said for the next few months during hunting season, they're going to be up here culling deer. And, it's not the safest place to be. Plus, he said they found evidence of poachers being up here. So they're out here hunting at night time. And them boys there have to be out here by 11 o'clock in the morning, unless they fell a deer, and then they have all day to extract it. So it's just a risk coming up to any of those spots that I'm after finding. In fairness, I don't know how I missed that this morning. Took a little spin up the road in the car. I left that fork and that in the boot. There was no signs on the barrier, so I don't think there's any fear of being culled down here. Not today anyway. I don't know if you could make that out, but there's a deer on the trail up ahead. That's the 4th deer I've seen today. So it's just lucky for them that I'm not a hunter, because they just keep walking out in front of me. Oh, that looks interesting. This doesn't. Right, how am I going to get in there? Oh, this is pretty cool. It's right beside the trail, but it's pretty cool. It's not a bad view either. There's definitely cows or something around here. There's another one. Another one. Big cow hoof mark there. But there's potential to get a tent down. I might be able to squeeze, I don't know, massive pile of poo. Sorry now. Just there, look. Could get a tent there if I cleaned up the poo. You can see the weather just ploughing up the ground. You'd wonder, did it just get out one day? They do look fairly fresh. They are fresh tracks. Very, very fresh. I can hear a water source. I'd say there's one further over that way. I think I'll come back down here some other day and have a proper little ramble around. So there's a trail just here going down, and I'm not far from the trail that's up there. That's not ideal, but I doubt there'll be any people up here during the night. I'll probably be more worried about the cows, to be fair. Right, let's find somewhere for a cup of tea. I've just been sitting back relaxing for a while. I was thinking about the hunters and staying away from the woods, you know, because it would make you nervous. I said it to the chap I was talking to, that where I was, there was no way there would be hunters up there. And he said, you'd be surprised. And I said, I don't think so. You know? And if you think about it, as I was hiking through, I was looking for boot prints. I was purposely looking everywhere for evidence of other people being around, and I didn't see one boot print anywhere. So I do think I'll go back sooner rather than later, because these type of areas, they're not going to be here forever. There's forestry workers going to come in and they're all going to be logged. So it's only a matter of time before that happens, and I'd like to enjoy them while they're here. So yeah, I think I'll be taking my chances, but hopefully you enjoyed this little video and you might stick around and join me for the next one, and I'll see you then. Good luck.